Hello, my name's Dr. Eddie Hooker, and I'm a professor of health services administration here at Xavier University. I'm also an emergency physician at UC Health, and I want to be one of the first to congratulate you on graduating from Xavier University. I also want to challenge you to make sure that you find joy in your work. If you do, you will have a very full and blessed life. Many people want to focus on happiness. Happiness is a pleasant emotion from getting earthly experiences or worldly goods, and things like cars and cell phones and computers. However, these are very fleeting. This is not going to give you long-term joy. It'll make you happy for a little while, and then you'll need more to make you happier the next time. I want you to seek joy. Joy is a much stronger feeling. It's a spiritual connection with God and with others. It's a contentment, an inner peace, and that's what you want. Well, how do we get there? Well, it's about being passionate about what you do. People will talk about work-life balance, and what I think a lot of people mean is I want to work less and be away from work more. And that's not going to work. It's not going to help you. You need to find joy in what you do at work. And if you do that, work's no longer a burden. I'm not suggesting that you become a workaholic. I'm just saying that you need to make sure that you're doing your job for more than a paycheck. Because if you're doing it just for a paycheck, you're probably going to be looking at the time and waiting to get out of work every day, and you're just going to not have a full and joyful life. So in life, work or at home, you're not going to be able to control everything, okay? This COVID-19 has got us all trying to figure out what to do. But what you can control is your reaction to the events that occur. So you can choose to be happy or not to be happy, okay? You can choose to see the good in everything and everyone, an optimist. Okay, if you're an optimist, you see every setback as an opportunity. Okay, Father Newman said that joy does not simply happen to us. We have to choose joy and keep choosing it every single day. Joy is about attitude. You need to find purpose and passion in what you do, what work you do, and you're going to find true joy. Many graduates from Xavier are lucky enough to be going into healthcare as a physician or a nurse or occupational therapist, physical therapist, social worker, psychologist, healthcare administrator, and many others. But some of you also will go into healthcare as business leaders and as educators. Might be teaching kindergarten, or you might be teaching somebody in college or graduate school. You need to be passionate about what you do. You need to find joy in what you do. I've been a physician for 35 years. I'm passionate about being a doctor and about working to help others. It brings me true joy, okay? My grandfather was a doctor for 58 years. He hated going on vacation. He went on, I think, 3 vacations in his life, and he was like, I want to get back. I love to take care of patients. I want to be with my patients. So he found true passion for his work, and he truly found joy. He was one of the happiest people I've ever known. So in 2002, I got coronary artery disease, and I had to reassess everything. And I could have been unhappy, and I could have reacted and said, okay, I'm just going to sit at home and I can't worry about this. And I was like, no, I'm going to go get another doctorate. So I went and got a doctorate in public health, and I have been teaching here at Xavier for 17 years. And I'm very passionate about teaching. And guess what? This year I was blessed enough to be given the Teacher of the Year award here at Xavier University. And the students that nominated me said that the thing that kept coming up again and again was that I was very passionate about what I do. And that passion brings me joy. I love being a teacher here at Xavier. The Jesuit Pedro Arrupe said, "The goal of Jesuit education is to form men and women for others, men and women who will not live for themselves but for God and His Christ, men and women who cannot even conceive of love of God which does not include love of the least of our neighbors." It's very important that you remember that you are a man or a woman for others, okay? You'll get joy from helping others. Now, that could be helping others as a medical provider, but it also could be helping others as a accountant. It does not matter which career you pick. You can find passion and joy within that career, and you can help others. At UC, I'm blessed enough to help patients from all walks of life, some rich, some poor. Some people have no money, and some people have no hope. But I find great joy in taking care of them. And it's super easy when I have someone having a heart attack and I can save their life. That's great. But I also take care of patients that are homeless, maybe with mental illness, and they present to the emergency room with not really a medical condition. And some people would say, oh, they're abusing the emergency room. No, they're not. They're hungry, or they're cold, or they just need someone to talk to. And I find it very comforting for me personally, very much what gives me fulfillment is taking care of those kind of people. I've never been hungry and I've never been homeless, and neither have most of the people graduating from Xavier. And we need to remember that, and we need to remember that we need to give back a lot. Christ taught us in St. Luke's scripture that everyone to whom much is given, of him much will be required. And that's an important thing to remember. We need to find joy in improving the lives of others. I do that through being an emergency physician. I do that through being a teacher. I have relationships with the friends here at Xavier, whether they be professors or secretaries. I talk to them. I want to know what's going on in their life, and I find purpose and joy in doing that. COVID-19 has been a crazy thing. I take care of patients in the emergency department with this, and people will stop me on the street and thank me or send me an email thanking me for my service. But to be honest with you, I appreciate those thank yous more than you know, but I get my joy from being passionate about what I do when I'm in the emergency room, giving patients a smile and a handshake, although we can't do the smile or the handshake with COVID, but I try to smile with my eyes behind the mask, and I try to talk to them and treat them with respect. And by doing that, I enjoy every day when I go to work, every single day. So joy comes from lots of things, but it's about passion, whether you're helping a patient or educating students. It really is important that you be passionate about that. So I want you to seek out the career that you've chosen, and whatever that is, I want you to find out where you can help others, be men and women for others, and be passionate about what you do, and then you'll get true joy. I see custodians and environmental service workers at the hospital cleaning, and some of them are super passionate about what they do. They've got a smile. They say good morning to me. We talk. I ask them how they're doing, and they do this amazing job. And they are so happy and joyous that it really means something. So if you're passionate about what you do, especially if you're a man or a woman for others, you will truly have a joyful and blessed life.